I think we have a really good team in that locker room. I thought we showed some flashes tonight that were amazing, really exciting basketball there. I thought we showed our inexperience amongst ourselves a bit tonight, and I think that's going to happen here early in the year. But at the end of the day, we wanted to go win Notre Dame. We found a way to win. And I've been around a lot of basketball, and some teams find a way to win, and we did that tonight. So that's a good sign for us early in the year. Certainly a lot of things we got to improve on, but that would have been the same had we lost tonight either way. But we found a way to win, and so we know we can win ugly. But we don't play great there in the second half. We give up a ton of points. So just excited to be able to grow from that.
Tracy, you want to take questions? Go ahead.
So what's it like having fans back in the Smith Center? I saw covered through the second half. You were interacting with the student section. So how was it like having so much energy in the Smith Center and with all the fans back?
Yeah, I'm pretty loose in terms with my energy and stuff, and I can feel that energy from our crowd. And one of the things that I said on the telecast, you can really feel that our fan base is ready for this place to blow the roof off the top of this place. And you can feel that energy, and I know our guys can feel that energy. And, I do think it's going to take them some time just to get adjusted to that, because it's a buzz in the building. Not just because we haven't had fans in a while, but because we've got a really good team out there. We've got guys that can make something out of nothing. I think everybody in this room and everybody in our fan base can feel that energy. And so it's great to be a part of that. Obviously, Georgia's Army is always great. They always represent. And, I guess we've got tacos and cheesy bread on the line. So when that's there, the energy goes to another level as well.
Good.
How is Ricky feeling right now? He looked a little banged up after that kind of scrum on the floor at the end of the game. Is he going to be okay for Maryland?
Yes. Ricky plays hard, and that's one of the things I love about him is he plays so incredibly hard every play that he's going to get some bumps and bruises, but he's such a warrior. There's not many guys. He had 6 block shots tonight. He had 2 steals. He's a special talent that we're getting a chance to watch every day, and he's still got great basketball ahead of him. He hasn't put it all together yet, and I do feel like he's going to figure that out this year, and that's going to be really scary. And tonight, getting in foul trouble, what an amazing job by him responding. You know how excited he was to play for our fans. After playing a year here without having any fans, I don't know if there was a guy more excited in the locker room than he was. And so to get in foul trouble, man, that's hard. And to be able to respond the way he was able to respond at the end, that shows a lot of maturity. And I don't know if he's always had, but he's got it right now.
Right.
Obviously, you and Rob know each other very well from your days at Mount St. Mary's back in the NEC. Can you talk about what it was like to coach against him tonight?
I love Rob Kimmel. You have these rivalries that emerge when you're playing against someone over and over again. Like he was in the league when I was a player in the league, I think, and then as a coach in the league when I was coaching it. So, we've got a long-standing history. But he just always does things the right way. I love how his teams play. I would look at St. Francis PA and I think, man, that's a really tough job. And he does a great job of making it look easy. And I think that's really hard to do. The kind of players he's able to get in there, the development those guys have been able to have through the years. I've got a long-standing history watching those guys develop through the years. There are not many around that do as good a job as he does. And, we knew they were going to be a good team. Like we told our guys, it's going to be a really good team. They're going to win a lot of games this year because they have a lot of talent. They can play together. When he has experience like that, they're really tough to play against. So, it's great to play against a familiar coach, a familiar face, and a guy you just respect. I think one thing people understand in the coaching community, the level of respect that you have for good people that are cut from the same cloth, is something really special. And I'll talk to Rob through the year as we always do. They're going to have a great season. He's done a great job there, and he'll continue to do a great job there.
Good.
Coach, what are you most looking forward to on Thursday against Maryland?
They've got a great program. They've had a great program for a lot of years. Mark Turgeon does a great job. They're a great program. I'm most looking forward to just getting a chance to compete with these guys. One of the things that we're all fortunate to be a part of is we're going to get a chance to watch that group of guys that locker room grow all season long. And that growth is where it all is. That ability to learn in the moment, that's going to be scary. They grew up a lot tonight. They grew up right before our eyes tonight. And that's great to see. And we're going to have another opportunity to do that again on Thursday against a really good Maryland team. But I also think we're a really good team too. And so, we'll get a chance to throw the ball up against a really good team. And, they'll get a chance to do the same.
Good.
So Joe Bamison only played about 8 minutes in the first half. And then obviously he played in, I think it was about 20 minutes in the second half. And he went off, he exploded. So.
Do you like Joe Bamison? You think he's a good player?
I think he's a great player.
I feel the same.
Yeah. But, so what was the thought process behind the 8 minutes in the first half as opposed to the 20?
Yeah, he got in foul trouble there in the first half. I thought we had a chance kind of to manage it. You know, one thing with PA, they're one of the better teams in the country to draw fouls. So managing foul trouble was a big part of the strategy the entire game. You know, he got 2 fouls. I think Ricky had 2 fouls. Noel had 2 fouls. Hunter had 2 fouls. You know, we have a lot of confidence in guys like Quincy Samuels to step in there and make plays for us. So, you know, the thought process was, you know, let's make sure. You know, one thing with Joe is he doesn't have as much experience as Brendan Adams, right? Like Brendan Adams played a lot of college basketball. Joe doesn't have a lot of college basketball experience. So we're still learning how to trust each other in terms of how you react when you have 2 fouls. You know, and I did not want him to get a 3rd foul. I thought that would be tough. And then typically, I'm one of the coaches in the country that don't play you when you get 2 fouls in the first half. So statistically, I'm one of the far right coaches in that. And so we kind of felt that tonight, and we really finished out the first half pretty well. But again, it was just our coming out of the gate in the second half that we didn't respond well, and we've got to address that because that's been going on for about 3 years now. So that's on me. I'm basically the only one still here, so I got to figure that part out.
All right, 2 more. Oh, we got a couple more. Let's go over there.
So based on your personal history with St. Francis and then GW's like 5-1 record against St. Francis, did you expect this game to come down to literally the last 5 seconds?
You know, I think when you play good teams, you know anything can happen. And the reality of it is, you know, we didn't play our best. You know, we played well enough in the first half. We did not play nearly our best in the second half. And when you do that, and some of that is St. Francis doing a great job of taking us out of some things. So a lot of respect to that. And some of that is just a lot of guys out there still learning how to play with one another in big moments. So, you know, when I look at that, I mean, you know, it comes down to a 1 possession game. I told our guys that last time out, I was kind of fired up for it because I felt like, I mean, how many times do you get a chance to do that through the course of the season? You know, and I do think that's a habit of finding a way to finish games out. Last possession. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of games this year that end with us needing to stop moving the game. So to start that as a habit to get a stop and get that first win, I think that's huge for us. It shows that we can step up and be at our best required, and we did that tonight.
Yeah.
Kind of answered my question, but you know, you talk about those growth moments, and you have a chance to look your guys in the eye with 5 seconds left in one of those moments. I was wondering what you were saying. What did you see in that moment, and you know, how do you feel like they handled that last sequence?
Yeah, you know, we drew something up in the huddle that we thought they might run because we have a history with them, and just trying to prepare our guys for getting through the screens and stuff. I mean, they're one of the best underneath out of bounds teams in the country. Every year they are great at that. So that's a scary situation when you're underneath out of bounds with 5 seconds left against a team that's great at scoring there. See, brother? That's great at scoring there. So you want to do a great job of just getting our guys through that and having that communication. What I love about the huddle, and when Joe mentioned it, our poise in the huddle was great. You know, there was no fear in that huddle, and everyone was locked into what we needed to do, and everyone had the confidence you could feel it that we're going to get that job done. And I think that's huge. You know, I think that's a big thing is that confidence that those guys are instilling every single day. They felt that in that moment, and they felt that together. And to make those kind of plays, I do think it's something that's really special.
All right, 2 more. Ethan and then Savannah.
You held St. Francis to 1 of 9 for 3-point shooting. What did you see from your team's perimeter defense that you liked tonight?
You know, we do. You know, one of the things we pride ourselves in is our 3-point defense. That's something that's always been a stickler for us every place I've been, and we've been pretty good at it here as well. That's one of the statistics that we've been very good at. You know, our pressure on the ball, the way we play stylistically defensively, contesting shots. You know, we really make a major focus on that. So there's definitely some things that we do that I think really help us. And then they scored some shots in the lane, but I thought we didn't break and start over helping. We were still taking away the 3-point shot. And the St. Francis, when they won games last year, they shot 39.9 or 39.8% from 3 when they won games last year. And when they shot 28%, they lost games. So that's a major point for us is that we got to make these guys finish over top of us. Now we got to get better defensively of doing that, but we wanted to make sure we use our size and our athleticism. I thought we executed the game plan really well. That first half was outstanding. The second half not so much, but that first half was outstanding. I think if I'm leaning towards away, I'm saying we're going to be more like that first half defensively. We just got to learn how to be able to do it for a long period of time.
All right, last question, Savannah.
Coach, how do you feel about your starting 5? Do you think you'll make any changes for Thursday's game?
No, you know, I like those guys. You know, I like the rotation we had tonight. You know, including Brayon Freeman in there, a freshman getting his first game. A guy that can make a lot of plays for us. A guy I think is a really, really good player. So I like that rotation. You know, we've got Amir Harris with a ton of experience coming off the bench. I thought he was lights out tonight because his ability to make defensive plays and plays at the rim is really special. Hunter Dean coming off the bench, Brayon Freeman as well. So you know, we feel good about the rotation. You know, I think it's important right now that we settle into a rotation, that the guys get comfortable. You know, the foul trouble tonight kind of messed up the ability to rotate the guys that we wanted to rotate them. You know, we really want to get James Bishop to 30 minutes a game. We weren't able to do that tonight. You know, that kind of gives everybody a little opportunity. So we're trying to figure that out with all the guys. The foul trouble again interrupted that. But I think we're able to do that. We're going to be able to have a really fresh group of guys out there that can hold up defensively.
All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you.